When you find out you're having a baby, life changes forever. For me, it was a mix of fear, love, and uncertainty. One moment, I was living in the shadows, a recluse in my own world, and the next, I was facing the reality of becoming a mom to a little girl who would depend entirely on me. Let me take you through my story, a journey filled with unexpected twists, self-discovery, and the power of resilience. Sitting alone in my room, staring at the pregnancy test, I felt a wave of emotions crash over me. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I was supposed to be in love, in a stable relationship, with someone who'd stand by my side. Instead, I was alone. The father of my child had already proven he wasn't the kind of man who'd stay. I had only just started to rebuild my life, stepping outside, making a friend, and finding a little bit of myself again. And then I met him. He wasn't perfect. In fact, he carried a lot of baggage, but he made me feel seen. I thought he cared. But when I discovered he was involved with someone else, a day before I found out I was pregnant, I realized I'd been living in a fantasy. As the days passed, I wrestled with my feelings. Could I do this? Could I be a mom? I didn't know anything about raising a child. My own childhood hadn't prepared me for this. I felt utterly alone, and the weight of the responsibility ahead was crushing. The nights were the hardest. Lying in bed, I couldn't silence the thoughts in my head. What if I failed? What if I couldn't give my baby the life she deserved? But then, something amazing happened. I reached out. Something I'd never been brave enough to do before. Strangers on the internet, friends I hadn't spoken to in years, and even kind-hearted professionals all came forward with advice and support. "Take it one step at a time," they said. "You don't have to have all the answers now." I learned about pregnancy centers that could guide me. I discovered programs that could provide practical help with diapers, food, and even emotional support. The words of encouragement began to replace my doubts with a flicker of hope. And then the day came. Sitting in the hospital, contractions building, I felt like I was standing on the edge of a new world. The labor was quicker than I'd expected, and soon I was holding her in my arms. A tiny, perfect miracle. Looking into her eyes, I felt something shift inside me. It wasn't just love, it was determination. I didn't have all the answers, but I knew one thing. I would give her everything I had. I would protect her, guide her, and love her with all my heart. Becoming a mom hasn't been easy. Some days, the fear still creeps in, but I've learned to face it head on. I've learned that it's okay to ask for help, to admit when I'm overwhelmed, and to take things one step at a time. My baby girl has taught me more in these first weeks of her life than I ever thought possible. She's taught me that I'm stronger than I realized, that love can conquer fear, and that every moment, no matter how challenging, is a chance to grow. This story isn't just about me. It's about anyone who's ever felt unprepared for what life throws at them. It's about finding strength in the most unexpected places and realizing that we're capable of so much more than we believe.